I've been working on a few methods for speeding up my blogging process, making content more accessible from more angles so that I can get it out to more people so they can see some little bite sized snippets of what I'm talking about here with Praxis Professional. Mainly, we want to help victims of sex trafficking, and we're going to do that by coordinating volunteers to help private investigators and attorneys who are working to rescue the victims and also working on settlements and lawsuits on behalf of the victims. What I'm doing largely with my tech side of my business is implementing little elements of use cases of artificial intelligence using ChatGPT, using transcripting programs to make a transcript of the video that I just record kind of off the top of my head, take the transcript and run it through ChatGPT to give it some proper formatting, proper spacing, grammar, spelling, punctuation, things of that nature, so that you can put it right into a blog and embed the video and then put it out to social media. And then there's different integrations where you have programs where if someone clicks like on your social media post, it's just a post out of your blog, or makes a comment, you can send an automatic direct message that says, "Hey, thanks for showing support for our cause. Here's a couple more links of articles you might find interesting." And that little chat element of the social media can be connected in the back end to ChatGPT's agent API to give people information kind of tailored to what they're asking about. The large language models with ChatGPT are amazing. So you can make multiple different elements that kind of work overlapped, and they kind of filter in and out depending on what you're asking, what your user is asking the chatbot. So how that works is magic, basically. No, how that works is just through large language models and deep learning. OpenAI is just really amazing business. ChatGPT has opened up a lot of avenues for a lot of people in a lot of arenas. Me, as an independent contract paralegal business operator, I've coordinated different little teams to do work for different attorneys, and we're working on coordinating some volunteer teams to work on these law cases for the kids who different private investigator groups rescue them out of sex trafficking, and then we want to help them with different law tasks. One of them is a settlement against hotels that have been negligent and just kind of overlooked red flags. The Riccio case a few years back is um, a really good example. We have links to it. Poor girl was beat up inside the hotel room, and the management should have basically noticed these different red flags, and they didn't. They didn't for whatever reasons, and they settled with the law firm. So I think there's things we could do to change the industry to where it, you have more tools at a hotel for automatically tracking the red flags. Like when someone pays in cash, that's one red flag. There's a large disparity in age between a younger person and a person who's older, usually an older male. Um, if there's a do not disturb sign the whole time, that one's an interesting thing to track. I think you could track it through the little slider like this. That was an automatic tracking through the door. Um, a lot of foot traffic coming and going. Maybe you could have if there wasn't facial recognition necessarily. I don't know where the laws um, of privacy come into play. Hotels maybe would have the right to know how many people are coming and going, and maybe not to necessarily do facial recognition software work. If they're doing their own private work and then sending it up to another non-governmental agency, non-governmental organization like Deliver Fund, they believe that we can stop sex trafficking in our lifetime. I believe it too. I think that industries, though, getting on board, hotel industries, hotel industry associations and insurance companies getting on board with there just being a higher standard of um, industry professionalism. It could be a thing that is something that you could end up refusing to stay at places that just don't have, a rating maybe from an organization. There's all kinds of things that I can think of, and I'm going to continue to coordinate with volunteers. We have at praxisprofessional.com email addresses. They're free for the volunteers. If you want to volunteer with us, we put one together for you. It costs us like $3. We have people who will donate $4 every month when we're footing the bill. So they're going to foot the bill for us, and we get $1 for some of the rest of our costs for providing you with an email address, so you can email different attorneys and private investigators, different industry professionals of any type of work that you can brainstorm with our small group that we put you in with to do. We're going to let people do it. You have to talk about it the right way. We're doing contract paralegal work for attorneys. So the attorney is our client. We are not a law firm. We do outsource paralegal work, administrative work, clerical work, assistant work, tech work for attorneys and also for private investigators. So um, it's a harvest. It's a fight. It's gut wrenching. It's not a gunfight. If any of you have been in the military, it's not that. But the kids, the people who are victimized, I mean, they might be in situations that I can't even imagine what it'd be like having your trust betrayed as a child by someone, an adult who's supposed to, by nature, be protective of you and all children around them. Just in passing, you're not supposed to allow things to happen to children. Um, but it's just this base part of human nature. And I do think it comes from extreme poverty. I don't know though. I don't know that that's it. I have this thing where I feel like, oh, there has to be some other reason. People just do very heinous things. Not obviously not everybody does very heinous things, but I think we're lying to ourselves if we say that anyone but God is good. That's my firm conservative religious belief system. I think that's where the modern world has gone wrong, and we wear rose-colored glasses about things too often. I'm not saying you need to be very negative about the dividing line there, but be a realist is my basic personal viewpoint. But that's it. That's my only quasi-religious soapbox about it. No matter what your belief system is, no matter what your political party affiliation, you can do work to help us, to help attorneys and private investigators, to help mainly kids. It's not all kids though, just victims of sex trafficking, and help non-governmental organizations do the work that they do, and help attorneys do the work that they do. So whether you have a lot of training or just a little bit of training and a lot of motivation, we'd love to give you an email address and let you do some work. Write some emails. You can write your congressperson. You know, we're going to put you in a team with people, and we're going to create a team out of you and your friends and put some other people with you. So it's a good fight. I'm glad that you're watching this video, and yeah, this AI thing is helping me a lot to get more of the message out there. So that's how AI really helps a lot of different businesses. No matter what you're doing, there's just a couple little things that you can do that'll, you're still going to spend 40 to 120 hours a week, depending on how committed you are to your business, working on your business. You're going to get more done though. Um, and I'd love to help you maybe implement a couple things in your business. If I have to do a barter exchange, helping you with something for your automations and integrations and artificial intelligence in your business, in exchange for you and maybe some of your employees doing some volunteer work with us, that's awesome. You can write it off one way or another in your taxes, almost invariably. Definitely talk to your tax professional about that. But yeah, praxisprofessional.com. praxisprofessional.com. That's us. It's a DBA of Apex Law Service, which is a small business trust. We're set up to do contract paralegal work for different attorneys. Thanks for tuning in. We're hitting about the 10-minute mark. It's about enough content to pull a transcript out and make a good blog and put it out there in the social media arena. Try to get some responses.